Hey, Rough Riders. This is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I hope everybody is doing fine tonight. Look, some people get a certain comfort out of toxicity. You know, they get comfortable because they know what's going to happen. See, whomever is toxic in the relationship, if it's not both, they know exactly what each other is going to do or the other, and they just learn how to manipulate the situation. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. And the reason your life hasn't changed, we proclaim a change, but most people don't want to change because in order to change, you have to get up and do something about what it is you want to change. And reason why a lot of us lives hasn't changed is because we like reruns. Some people like to watch the same old movie over and over again because they can predict the ending and they know basically what's going to happen throughout the movie. But there's a certain part in the movie that they particularly like. Maybe it's one line. They'll watch the whole movie to hear that one line. Most people like reruns because they can predict it. So you say you want a different type of life, but you're not doing what it takes to get one. But in all actuality, we're used to living in the toxic reality. It's normal. If you used to living in toxicity and you visit somebody that's not, you'll be like, what the hell? I've been living. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, wait a minute. All this time, I've been living this life and it ain't right. Oh, Lord Jesus. Then it makes you question everything in your life. It makes you question everything in your life when you see that the toxic part of your life isn't right. It's not right. Nowhere right. I don't know where that came from, but it ain't right. And somebody even had to call it out. You seen an example that made you know that's not right. That's not life. Now you can choose to stay in it if you want to. It's your choice. But the most of the time is that you're waiting for the outside to change while your inner man stays the same. Let me tell you this. If you're waiting for him to treat you better or her to treat you better, why don't you start with you treating you better by not tolerating that other person who's not treating you right? Why don't you start with that? And I'm telling you, when you get ready to change your life, you're going to lose something. You know, I'd rather lose some things or some people than myself. I don't care about none of this tangible stuff. If I'm being degraded and talked down to and treated like shit just so I can live in some nice shit, that ain't it. That is not it. But if that's what people like, then you do to what you like. You know your worth. You know your worth. And see, the reason why it's like this: if you don't change your inner man, you cannot create a new reality. You can't. You cannot be the same old person and create a new reality. Now, you can create a new fakeness, but you cannot create a new reality being the same old person that you were. You can't. Because, see, the reason why you can't, you're still in the old one. It's like, to me, it's like having new socks and old shoes. Anybody that has new socks and old shoes, nobody's talking about your old socks, but that's it. It doesn't go together. it doesn't look right. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't coincide with what's inside. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't coincide. And I'm not talking about anybody that got new socks and old shoes. That's not what I'm saying. You can't stay the same old you and get a new reality. You can't do it. Like I said, you can get a new fakeness, but you cannot get a new reality. And you have see the reason why you can't get a new reality because you're still in the old one, and when you're still in the old one, you have to get outside of the old one so you can see how to fix it. You have to see how to fix it. That's why you got to get out of it so you can actually get a good sight of it. As long as you in it, you can't actually see it. That's why when some people leave, and I'm not telling nobody to leave, and they come back, they be like, wait a minute, like this now, no. You get some fresh air of life and you come back and you be like, no, this ain't right. This I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. So, you know, you have to get outside of it so that you can see how to fix it. And it's like this too. You have to close the doors because if you don't close, some of us got so many doors open. Like we got 5 or 6 doors open. We got this relationship, that relationship, and this side man, this side chick. You got so many doors open that is sucking the life out of you, so you cannot build when all the energy that you need to build is being sucked out because you have so many doors open that you can't even isolate the air of life to be able to build a new one because life is sucking the air out of you because of all the things that you do. It's taking your breath away. And see, that's why the doors that you won't open, they will stay shut because it's not enough buildup. That's like you got the air on in the house and you got the front door open. It's not going to cool the house down. I don't care if you put it down to 65 because all the air is going out of that open door that should have been closed. You have to close the doors, because some people got more than one door of your life so that you can get the life that you want. You can't leave all these doorways open. You can't. You know, some people want everything. Sometimes you want everything so bad that you'll lose the main thing. Yes. Some people want everything so bad they'll lose the main thing. And you know what I learned about losing things? I learned that you can get some more. And I also learned that nothing here on this earth has more value than you. Nothing. I don't care where you live, what you drive. I've said this many times. You are the most valuable player here on this earth. MVP. And if you play the game right, the game of life, we all gonna go through something. That's guaranteed. But at least you know that you played it the right way. And you shall receive your rewards. You are a true winner. You didn't lose yourself up in all the stuff that's around you, that you do anything for it. But I say this, and that I'm out. You'll do anything for it, but in the end, it can do nothing for you. I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.